hope y'all can nest double E. I need your eyes on me. Once I get my feet in this end zone, no one can STOP.
Well, later tonight in November, snowfall is forecasted to hit the Twin Cities, but right now, calm outside, and of course, a calm day inside U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Today, we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Dallas Cowboys and the Minnesota Vikings. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. They start on the ground with Elliott. And right away, he lost the football. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
As you and I both know, one reason teams script play.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Fumble on first down. Now here's second down. First carry here for Ken Walker. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to be ridden out of bounds down inside the 25. A big play here for Dallas. 54 yards. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
The first down carry by Elliott. And he will lose here back at the 23-yard line. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes a defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Sometimes you're relying perfectly when the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on third down. Here's Prescott. And that is incomplete. He had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down that coming up. On fourth down, Prescott goes off, and on comes the Cowboy kicker, Brett Maher, for the field goal try. And his kick is good. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. Well, they started the drive backed up pretty deep, but a nice effort to overcome the field position, get into field goal range on the game's opening possession.
And, Brandon, I think from where they started, the initial thought was, can we get 1 or 2 first downs and help out our defense after we pump the ball away with field position? As that drive went on, I think their sights got set a little bit higher. They were thinking touchdown, ended up settling in between and coming away with a field goal.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. They start the drive with Cook. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave it with a 2nd and 3. This defense for the Cowboys, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
On second down, it's Cook again. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The Vikings at 5-4 now on the year. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is
I didn't even want to be in there for
turning things around, and that's what they've done really well here.
17 yards, 1st down, Vikings.
How about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Cousins gives way to Cook. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 10 more there and another 1st down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. From the 29, Cousins. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 13-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Back to the ground, Cook. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
4 yards to go on 2nd down from the 7. Running the jet sweep. This is Thielen with it. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. On 3rd down, Cousins. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Deebo Samuel with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Vikings have answered that early field goal to take a 1st quarter lead. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1 in their conference.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Prescott. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 61 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. There's the stiff arm, and he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive lineman creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before that he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It was Harrison Smith there up from his safety spot to make the play behind the line. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now Prescott. He'll let it go deep for Beckham.
Come on, Odell!
Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not bring it in.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now Prescott. Throw out wide to Walker. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him about the 43. Down, Prescott. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he is going to have the Cowboys first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you want to break down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Prescott now. He completes it to Beckham. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. Walker will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding him out on first down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ken Walker, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys have regained the lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. Keneduagu now out of his end zone.
Should
And
have
no alley
fumbled.
to be
What the
found. The
fuck?
coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just... Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And the Cowboys are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football. Because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit.
Wow.
People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. On the counter, Elliott. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's third down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Throwing, Prescott. Second
That's
quarter
the
action,
fucking ball, bro.
1:56 remaining. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
I could have got a better play call, but damn.
On to punt
bro.
now, Anger, as he boots this one away. This is taken at the 23. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very
I
first
was
play.
right there
You can't
on
afford to let this
it,
defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the
Where's
football,
the
and make sure it's
fumble,
open
bro?
before the ball leaves your hands.
That one a first down pickup of 8.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Prescott off play action. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. To throw is Prescott. He completes this to Walker. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that will bring up second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
4 yards remain for second down. 10th carry now for Elliott. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Here's Prescott. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the timeout coming.
Fucking block.
As on 4th down, may as well make him punt it. Marr able to put this one through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they'll have time for 1 play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. A run there with Cook on 1st down, but it won't net him much, maybe a yard. Second down coming up. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third.
Dom, you came back on Jada.
To receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play.
Hell yeah, you down. I ain't know what happened. I just see at the bottom. I didn't watch the game. You was down 17 nothing. He let you come all the way back. He's ass.
What, bro? He was getting bailed, bro.
I'm just saying, like, for him to be up 17 nothing and like had that lead from the jump was like,
he was throwing picks, couldn't catch him. I'm throwing touchdowns. 89 speed niggas are outrunning 94 niggas.
Can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Like what? I threw a post. That shit was butt. An 89 speed nigga ran faster than my 94 speed. He got to the ball.
They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Like that made no sense.
Second down, they go right back to Cook.
yo, he just throwing. Thank you. Get the ball. Let's go.
That's what I was starting to feel do that way. Oh, like he has the Chiefs and he wants to run the ball. Like it's weird. Like you gotta make him pass with the Chiefs. Literally, you have to make him pass. Like it's so weird. You gotta play the run twice, then like he's gonna throw like an out route or some shit. Like it's so weird.
They get played with the Chiefs back.
Like he played with the Chiefs like he got like the Raiders or the fucking Colts. He runs that bitch with Checo twice, and he like wants you to play the run. Then when you play the run, he's gonna pass.
Play fake. Here's Prescott.
Good pick, bitch.
Once I figured that out, it was kind of easy.
I threw it too early. Fuck, it was open too.
Told you what I say. What I say. I told niggas.
What?
They beat the shit out of us. Thank them. He didn't even. Oh yeah, I'ma beat that. I'ma beat this shit out. She didn't even.
There was no way, yo. I just so like that. I beat that bitch so
Yo couldn't
fast,
score
bro.
on Jay, and then Son got the shit beat out of him.
Not Bergen.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I think 4,000's a given. I think 5,000 is not out of the question if he stays high.
God damn it, bro. I'm mad as shit. I threw that shit so early. I normally don't throw that shit that early.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there.
I had him too, bro. That's just crazy, bro. About it.
The big finish with the tackle.
3rd and 1. Here's Cousins. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he's able to get this one out across the 45. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Cook up the gut. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Play fake. Cousins.
Should have fumbled.
He's taken down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here.
Come on, bro.
A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important trying to erase.
Damn, if I would have gave it a try, we was fucking gone.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best of the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond. Not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Looking to throw. Prescott. Throw left side complete. That's Ross. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 17 yards on the play there. The Cowboys have a 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Prescott to throw it. And his throw here is incomplete.
God, bro.
But he certainly didn't like what he saw all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to a safety valve. Give defensive credit. Coverage was in lockdown.
I don't know what to do now. He just keeps going
On
out.
3rd down, it's Prescott.
Oh my God, bro. This shit is killing me, bro.
Exactly what you wanted to There's pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
This will stop getting
Anger
burnt.
is on to punt, and he gets this one away. Taking it about the 16.
They should have fumbled.
We'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7
I'm gonna try
on
that.
the return. And the Vikings will take over here,
Oh, but
1st and 10.
It be going crazy, like when you throw it at them, they go
The
crazy.
Minnesota
Dude, they
offense
knock
ready
it
to
out.
get this next drive underway. And here we are almost through
Fuck,
3
got
quarters
quick
of
type.
play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
3rd quarter of a tight
Supposed to
football
come
game
back
as we
next
come
week.
up on a 2nd and 10. Up the middle, it's Cook. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage.
And I think
no gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now Cousins.
bro.
That one into the hands of
Go,
Thielen,
cut that ball, nigga.
And a good tackle there right
Oh,
around
man,
the
you gotta
30.
be a
Stops him short of the first down.
You gotta be an E
So
for
the
all of
completion
these.
good for
God,
7 there.
man.
And it'll be 4th down. And here's Ryan Wright now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time.
I guess we'll just keep up being run stop, man.
That'll go as a 39-yard punt.
I
Give
really
it
don't
9
know.
on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. About set for this next drive by the
I don't even
Cowboys
care, bro.
offense.
Like with the part that I haven't been able to
Maybe
keep up
losing
with
just a little
everybody.
bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They
Fuck.
want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground.
Fourth quarter.
Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience
Damn,
is.
you about to be fourth?
Coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that
Oh,
can put
you
your
about
team
to
in
be
jeopardy?
fucking...
So the scoring dried up here in the 3rd. Nothing that quarter for either side. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
If I get 2 edge cuts, it's over. Close as man.
Niggas play defense, that's why.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott.
Got him.
He'll let it go deep for Beckham.
I probably...
That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. But Dak Prescott, probably not the first name you think of in terms of strongest.
I don't be looking at it, bro. It be like...
That shit be getting butt. You get it, bro.
Yeah, I don't look at it because every time I throw it, there's always a pick or some dumbass shit. I seen him that time.
That nigga, he fried.
But that shit
just
just be, I just threw a pick and throw it to that nigga.
After the big play inside
I just threw a pick trying to throw that
I don't know.
nigga. So
Sports a little
come
slow.
on, bro.
finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. He finds Ross right side. It's complete. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Well, a clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play. Set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they'd shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play.
I could have just ran the fucking ball.
Well, they hit him in the backfield.
He came out in the worst season. I could have ran the fucking ball, bro.
So a big one coming now for Brett Maher. This to make it a 2-score game.
Fuck!
Kick by Maher.
Could have had an easy touchdown with
Now
Kenneth
it's a
Walker.
2-score game at 9, 16-7. So that CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. The last one got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. They go play action. Cousins taking a shot for Samuel.
Come on. Why did it lag? That should have been a pig.
Take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
That's a lump.
Third and short yardage. Cousins swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Off the play fake. Cousins.
Post route early.
He'll buy some time right.
Come on, Trayvon Diggs, knock that out.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back
He
to the
wasted
33.
no time.
That one unable to develop. Never got going. A loss of a
First play, what happened, dog?
second down.
Second play, Devontae took the top off of him with a post. For
Touchdown?
For like 50.
Play action now. Cousins.
It was like 50 yards.
Lets it fly for Thielen. And that will be
This nigga's throwing fucking Stevies, and I'm not getting no picks.
way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar
Damn.
has to be up for any potential deep shots. It's probably not the last
Why
one
me
we're going to
like
see in
that?
this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Cousins. He's going to get this one down to Cook. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Desperation time. Cousins on 4th down.
No way!
And he is going to pick up the Vikings first down as they wind up getting 13 there.
Fuck, he scored?
The time to pull
No,
out
we
the
do.
stops is now, and they convert there
He
on
keep
4th
calling no
down.
huddle,
So
bro.
this drive going to continue
like, he is
following
down
the
to
conversion
10,
on
but
4th.
Shit just caught me some shit I ain't want to be in.
I'll be spamming
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Yo, just keep throwing it up, though, bro. I don't understand how this is not
He
picks,
has
bro.
Justin Jefferson.
But it's just like, I don't understand how these are not picks, though, bro.
That's how I felt with Favre. Favre was throwing some wild shit.
Thank you. Shit was
Yeah,
box.
Pass play there, but it's incomplete.
It's box every
When
fucking
in
play.
doubt, throw that bitch there.
He showed
That
that he's
shit
learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now the Cowboys going to burn the
I do
first
not
of
like
their
that look.
timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
What's the play
kept
call
that
here?
Now they face a 3rd and 10
Lost a
after
one.
back-to-back incompletions. They'll throw again. Cousins.
Thank you! Ackerbat! Get up now! Pick 6! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Offside. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And
Finally!
the defense has a touchdown. Well, that's what you get, apparently, when you try to take on a Pro Bowl cornerback. I mean, what a play there to make the interception and also bring it back for 6.
And he is so good that we've seen teams absolutely stay away from throwing the ball at him. Here, he's just reading the quarterback.
Number 1 fucking defense in the league, man.
Great play on the football.
Stop playing
and
me.
turns it into 6.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start
You said what?
at the 25.
Nigga, you a mid do shit, man.
You do.
How you dumbass on climb to? You do
Mike
shit when we play.
fucking monster.
Bitch, you don't never put up no fucking 500 yards passing when we play, bitch.
I put up like 3.
That's average, dummy. That's a realistic game.
Trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
Oh! It didn't let me pick it! Oh my god, he just got some phony ass shit, dummy. I ran right past the pick.
Who wouldn't have thought Dallas Goddard was going to get the first one
And
this year?
sometimes spectacular.
I took him anytime touchdown.
On play action, Cousins.
He just got it.
Yo, I just did it again, bro. I almost ran away from another pick.
Oh my god, he one hand grabbed that bitch too.
This second half. No points allowed since the
And
break.
broke a
And you can add
tackle.
another completion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Another one! Get up!
For the fourth time today. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Well, mistake there by the offense, Charles. They tried to pick on a Pro Bowl
He better not
corner
quit, bro.
there, and not the smartest decision. He reminded him that he was a Pro Bowl corner with not only the pick, but the pick six.
And those guys who have that designation, sometimes they get a little bit bored in games because people try to avoid them. They absolutely love it when they get challenged, and it's a chance to remind everyone exactly why they were tabbed as one of the best in the league the prior season.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think.
Yo, he almost had another pick.
Discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
No! Yo, they just bailed him. That was a fucking pick. Nigga was just standing there waiting for the fucking ball, bro. What the fuck? This nigga keep quick hiking me. Pick. Let's go, rookie.
Interception. Picked off by Marquise Bell. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 41. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Throwing here, Prescott. Open man is Ross, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. On 1st and 10, Prescott. Over the middle to Beckham. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott. Again, it's OBJ, back-to-back catches. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. Prescott off play action. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings come up with a late turnover. It will really matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but 2nd, 3rd, and 4th quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you can win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you said baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that, the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great convincing performance.
So for Dallas, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2. And now they'll have the short week ahead as they'll host their annual Thanksgiving Day.